Okay. Bait. Right, aberrate bait. We need rot for that. Okay, so I need to let some fish rot. Be easy enough though. An exotic bait. Let's make a couple of these. Okay, I hope I don't need the refined metal in the Iron Rig, in the Pale Reach DLC, because that is currently really just clogging up my inventory. So I would try to sell that. I can also craft it here in case I do end up needing it. So can I sell that or can I just yes? Here, so I can store these. Alright, and the foundry is where I could make the crates. Alright, so let's make a crate. And now get cloth. Let's make another crate. And the cloth. So I need more cloth. And I need more scraps. Now I can turn these into crates again. Place these in here. Oh, I even have some wood left. If I start back in the net here, I can. How wonderful. Great. I want to organize this so badly. Another day. Okie dokie. Well, let's organize it now. Because I'm thinking about replacing the material harvester with the siphon trawler again. But if I do that, I'll probably have to empty it. Okay. Is there something I need crates for other than creating more crates and potentially getting materials back? Food services not. Not factory. Okay, I have all these done. That's not what I need it for. I kind of need one here. I would need some here. Okay, I just need rotting fish for these. I'm not sure easy. Let's mix those two out again. Let's have that prepared. And now give this the last sample. For the corporation leadership here, I have to focus. There are pressures acting upon me. We must know where these creatures entered, where the blood. He places the specimens into a large metal chamber before sealing the lid. A motor runs briefly, and the pressure gauge on the chamber rises. The Elder communicates in power. He flips a large switch, and the metal chamber begins to spin, slowly at first, then accelerating until the whole thing is a blur. Needles etch onto a graph paper, transcribing the ascent of something, scratching out at speed. A dark fluid rises from a tube connecting to the chamber. Not yet. Pure. We need more. Down. Deeper. Outside, the executive is talking to the foreman. We're almost there. Give it another push. How much power can we give this thing? Sir, I don't think... We really shouldn't. The executive shoots the foreman a glance, disdain and dismissal lacing the muscles on his face. The foreman backs down, defeated. Setting the drill to full power, sir. Machinery in the drill tower steps into overdrive, blurring the air with the sound of gears turning. What's that noise? Ooh. Okay, so it does open a final rift to the devil's spine. As the roar of the giant creature fades, it leaves behind a silence on all that witnessed it. Faces stare from windows and hands grab railings, trying to process the spectacle. Boss, that must have been the thing that got our material shipments, and now it's coming for the rig. A murmur of panic begins to rise from the onlookers. No, we're close now, and it knows it. How long will it take for the drill to break through the next layer? It still has a little way to go. But you can't be serious, surely. Not with that thing in the water here. Our lives are in danger, and you want to keep drilling? Get it done. The executive turns and walks towards his office, leaving the foreman shaking his head. He's insane. What the hell are we doing here? This drill. Whatever's down there. We shouldn't be disturbing it. Fisherman, you've got to help us. He won't listen to reason. But perhaps he'll listen to an operational setback. What do you have in mind? We can't shut down the drill ourselves. Not without repercussions from the corporation following us for the rest of our lives. But if it were to be damaged by a force of nature or force of the deep, we'd have no choice but to abandon our position. I know it sounds crazy, but if the defenses were to stop operating suddenly, it would leave the drill vulnerable. Please, have a think. See what you can do. Any new dialogue? Oh. Is whatever you hear for really worth risking the lives of your people? My people? These are employees. What else? I don't have all day. Well, that was quick. Science lab. Yo! Hi! Are you okay? The inevitable conclusion. He rocks back and forth, hand shading his eyes from the harsh lights above. Our work almost complete. Closer. Pure. Devil's spine. The wretches. Where are they? Okay. We'll have to switch out fishing rods for that, of course. Vetulicolia. I have such issues pronouncing all of these new fish. Vetulicolia. Giant dragonfish. Why can't it all be like this? Why does it have to be like... Why have to are 50% of these new fish like this? Why can't it be giant dragonfish? That's easy to read. Dunkleosteos. Jesus Christ. And sea scorpion. That's an easy one. Okay, cool. 3 fish, 1 crabs as usual. Okay. Well, first I would like to make okay. The thing is, the Devil's Spine will definitely be the last area we go to. We submit the samples and then it's gonna be like the big finale basically of the DLC, I guess. I have the slightest slightest fear that the rig might be getting destroyed, and then I wouldn't have access to the trades and crafting mechanics I have here. So I would like to get the baits I wanted to make before that. And for that I need some rotten fish. So I'm gonna try and make that. So like 2 rod for 2 for these, 1 for these, so 3. Okay, 3 and 3. So I need 3 to start with. Okay, so I need like 9 rotten fish to transform all the ooze I have here into baits. And then I can collect some more dark canisters and transform the remaining baits. Yeah, I got 5 canisters that should transform all the bait I have into something else. Okay. Well, that's an idea. Okay, so 9 pieces of rod. That should be doable. Defenses. What do we need to do here? Defense is operational, emitting a droning sound that emits the ears. You walk the perimeter of the tower. One of the electrical panels hasn't been securely fastened. Okay, I'm gonna ignore it for now. I still want to make the bait first. Okay, I will collect crabs from the crab pots and let these rot. By sleeping a lot at the wandering trader. I wonder if you can get struck by lightning. And I wonder what happens if you do get struck by lightning. And that's 2 with a 5. Or maybe after the rig gets destroyed, you know, the workers survive, the executive dies, and the workers set up camp somewhere else. Maybe with the researcher in Twisted Strands. And I can still like get all the baits and all that stuff. Or maybe they settle in a completely new place and you have a new town to visit. Okay, that was enough to clear that. Nice. Okay, that's 3. Let's take the small ones. Nipper. Blunt teeth and a forked tongue touch the flanks of passing creatures. A single loosened scale is enough. Hang hang. Okay, let's take some more. I mean, if we have too much rot, we can still just discard it, you know. Research quite interesting. I've done one of these in a while. Okay, now just stop the car. I'll give the crowd. And now let's sleep a while. Let's make some repairs. I feel like sleeping is the best way to pass time. Because that's really what we need to do. And I hope that works. Okay, right now they're still considered fresh. I will continue to keep sleeping. See if they're turning stale. Perfect. Okay, so we just keep sleeping until we have a bunch of rot. Okay. First one's already rotten. Wonderful. Then let's sleep some more. We're looking. More rot. That one is still only stale. Damn. How long do these... These are hardy. Hardy creatures. Okay, we're looking now. Rotting, okay. There we go. Perfect. Where are our head? Up there is a patch. I'm gonna try and go up there and collect some more dark ooze up at that patch. That's the closest one to the rig. And then we're gonna go and make a bunch of bait. That's 4. Maximum capacity we have is 5, but I guess I could also remove. Okay, where the winds of change is trying to lead me over there, I'm sure I've been there. Okay, that is full. Can not move that to the cargo. Okay. Okay, I guess I cannot move that to the cargo. Hi, friend. Alright, let's make some bait. I might even need more bait. Okay, let's see if we can get it there. Okay, I guess I would need one more bucket of bait, but honestly, I don't really want to do that. The question is, do I keep the dark canister? I'm not really in the mood for that. Okay, I still need a small crop pot to get this. And I've gotten everything there is to get. Yeah, I can sell that at least. $5, better than nothing. Ooh, wait. Okay. What was the one for guidance? Increases rotational turning speed of your vessel by 25%. Okay, let's see what we needed for that exactly. Just trades? Boy, you better believe I'm gonna make 4 of these. Okay, I kind of want to try that. I want to kind of try if that really means that I can turn I can turn my ship 125% faster now. Whee! Okay, you know I have to try it. Faster donuts! We can make donuts 125% faster. Whee! Alright. Fantastic. But that means I have all the bait I wanted to make. So I'm gonna go and get the crab pots, empty them, sell the goods. Oh, and these crates did respawn. Okay, so I feel validated so that the crates in places that have been marked with the iron rig symbol eventually respawn if you pick them. And probably in places that aren't marked but they still have crates, they probably don't respawn. But again, that is just an assumption. Who knows? What the hell is that placement? Damn, I can turn so fast now. Okay, I'll buy a boring crab pot at the end. Make repairs. Whoa, that is a fast spin. That's crazy fast. No space. You're just bad at catfish game. There you go. That is a very fast spin now. Jeez. Wow. Okay. I'll have to get used to that fast spin. Almost. So let's do that. Alright, the last crab pot. I have to say, navigating with that much turning speed is challenging. Carry down the regular one, repair the one we have. Didn't want to click on that. Alright, now we return. Back to the rig. And then we need to go to the rig? Yes, okay. Switch out the crop pot. Okay, that was the factory. Tier 2. And let's get that. Alright. Now to the Devil's Spine. Okay. Oh, damn, I still have crab pots. I forgot that I still have crab pots here. Oh, no, 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 no. You won't damage my ship. You know what, I'm gonna rest. Bro, I'm still paranoid, are you kidding me? Are you nuts? Okay. Oh. I guess I can discard the wood. Just go get more if I need more. Alright, let's pick these up and repair them. Alright, and now let me check in the pursuit what the samples are again. Dunkleosteus, Vetulicolia, giant dragonfish, sea scorpion. I believe the sea scorpion was the crab. Giant dragonfish. Okay. Oh, and also I don't have the correct rod equipped yet. Okay. I even need to go and switch that up. Almost forgot that. Almost forgot that. So we're gonna switch those two out. Install this. Also, I haven't really taken a look at the new hull yet. It's the first time I'm really noticing a difference with the hull. Okay, I can definitely see the Iron Haven's corpse style in this hull. Really looks like we are the baby version of like a big tanker or something. There we go. That's the first one. We'll discard that. Okay, this is something different. Let's check it out. And that's the second one we need. Wonderful. Ah, okay, that's the same one again. Should have checked. Alright, encyclopedia. Should probably go Devil's Spine. Okay, that was an aberration. Handle. What's the Scorpion? Okay, the giant dragonfish. Because the sea scorpion will be in here. Yep, there we go. Alright, then I'll just drive around really quickly. Okay, where the winds of change guiding me. In there. Oh, please no. Bye. Okay, where the programmer is damaged, but that's not so bad. That's at least a new fish. I don't think it's one. Well, that's not one we need a sample of, but it's a new one. The sawfish. You are annoying. Whoa, that's the big mama. Yeah, bye. Okay, that's another fish. Might even be the one I need. There's one in there. Oh, I can see one with aberration bonus. That's tempting. Oh, it's another sawfish. Okay, I have to read that later. No. Okay, now what? Discard, 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 discard. That was a long time to talk. Okay, plated barb jaw. A devoted, that looks also really cool. A devoted hunter, shed in iridescence. Once the barbs lodge, there will be no turning back. Okay, so I have 2 of those. I only need 1. Then that's the 3 fish I need, I believe. And then just the scorpion. So let me do repairs. Oh, shut the fuck up, won't you? Because you guys are so annoying. I'll rest here. And now I go back to the iron rig. That tempts me with an aberration. Twisted shark. Okay, I believe I've had that before. Oh, I was worried there for a second, but it's just orcas. Hey friends! Yeah, once you get close, they disappear. Okay, I've had those. I've had those already. All right. So, the last remaining samples with a fish to sell. You don't actually find fish, you only sell them to the foreman. 360 bucks, good money. Okay. Now we place our samples with closer. That was fine. The samples with the scientist and have him completely go insane. Music stops. With shocking speed, he rushes towards the table, grabbing at the corpses. The shape that bursts through the blackboard barely resembles the scientist. No longer meek and cowed. Now a frightening visage of stretched skin and sharp teeth. Wow, that was a nice transformation. Hello. With a sickening crunch, he bites down into the sea scorpion's carcass, black liquid dripping from his mouth. His terrible head snaps up to lock eyes with yours. A feral cry rises from his lungs, forming an accusatory scream with freshly born claws pointed in your direction. Don't blame me! With limbs overcome by frantic spasms, he stumbles towards the nearest window, slowly at first, then arriving at considerable speed. Out into the sea. Yeet! The apparated form of the scientist crashes through the glass, diving out, beyond the deck of the platform, down, hitting the water, then disappearing into the deep. I hope he's happy. Alright. Pursuit resolved. Okay, so I'm not sure if the iron rig is just like that, but I mean, it looks like we have four pursuits missing. So I'm not sure if that's actually a thing or not. I just expected it to fill out, but I guess this we also have more space here. Like it also doesn't go completely to the side, so maybe it's just, you know. Maybe the pursuits are just spaced like that. Alright, defenses. The defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates at the ears. On the pyramid of the tower, one of the electrical panels hasn't been securely fastened. Open it. You open the panel. Inside, a bundle of cables travels from a black box up into the heights of the tower. The black box has a number of empty slots on the top, one of which has a module inserted into it. It's labeled "Flee" in electrical tape. Considering this is her invention, perhaps the researcher in Stellar Basin would have some advice. Oh, come on. Can I just rip the cables out? Okay, if I had known that. Alright. Let's visit the researcher then. I guess she'll teach us how to reprogram it to say attack instead of flee. Don't bust the engine, don't bust the engine. Just a little off. Alright, let's see. Hello again, what do you need? About those defenses on the rig. Oh, I hope they worked. Yes, they worked. Good. It's always nice to have additional data points. Anything else about those defenses? The workers on the rig want to find a way to sabotage them. Found their conscience, have they? I suppose they're wanting it to look like an accident. They wouldn't want to face the corpse's wrath if they were found culpable. I do have a pleasingly elegant idea, actually. We don't have to sabotage the defenses in a traditional sense. Just change the signal, as I thought. If you recall, they emit a sort of word. At the moment, they're broadcasting a warning. Flee. But we can change that. I have other recordings of other words. Instead of a warning, it could broadcast an invitation. Party time! This one in particular, I've been referring to it by its closest human analog, Rise. I'll prepare some blueprints for the module. You'll have to assemble it and slot it into the top of the black box. Nothing more. It's not just return. And I may need an additional crate. Alright. And this is still operational. Find the loose panel. How unfortunate. I sold one dark canister. Okay, well, crate is easy enough to get. And I still have... Okay, the troll equipped. Okay. Should sleep here for a second. Alright, so I can dig up a crate and just siphon some ooze. And then we're good. Then we're good. Alright, that's that. Okay. There we have it. Remove the old module and insert the new one. As it clicks into place, the sound from the tower changes into a deep rumble. Now the vibe of jumping down, of course the executive gets away. With the last scraps of metal still falling from the destroyed rail tower, the executive boards his helicopter, rotors already spinning. Is everyone alright? All accounted for in the factory. Yeah, foundry's fine. I guess we'll wait for our little airlifts out of here. There's no way I'm traveling anywhere by boat. Yeah, I'll sit tight for now. Fishermen, the main buildings are mostly undamaged, so if you still need stuff made, we can sort you out. Okay, so is that all the pursuits from the Iron Rig? Okay, so I guess that concludes the DLC. Like all the pursuits done, the story's done, it's still okay, so it doesn't get completely destroyed, it still stays there. We can use it to upgrade and craft stuff. But I'm actually happy with the amount of things I've done. Like maybe I can get some more bait in the future, I don't know. But yeah. So far I'm good. So I guess that's a good place to stop for today.